On January 24, a military coup took place in the West African country of Burkina Faso. Burkina Faso is the third West African country to have a coup in less than a year. The leader of the coup, Lieutenant Colonel Paul-Henri Damiba, said in his first speech that the country's president, Roch Kabore, had seized power because of his failure to control militancy-related violence. At least 2,000 people have been killed so far in the violence, calling the suppression of militancy a top goal. He said his government would restore rural areas and bring back 1.5 million displaced people. At the right time, they will bring the country back to constitutional rule. He said that he would discuss with the leadership of different levels of the society to get the consent for the reforms. He also called on the international community to support Burkina Faso in resolving the crisis, noting that his country needed more international assistance than ever before. The BBC is reminded that Colonel Damiba did not say in his speech which countries he meant by the international community. This is important because Russia is competing with France, a former colonial power, to help West African countries suppress militancy. Thousands of French troops are stationed in the West African country of Mali, itself, and in Burkina Faso. The French military presence in the region is disliked by the people. The French are already withdrawing their troops from Mali. Russia is filling those gaps. A section of Russian mercenaries has offered security to Burkina Faso's coup leaders. According to the BBC's analysis, relations with the regional alliance have deteriorated since the military coup in neighboring Mali, and so has Burkina Faso. According to the BBC, the coup leader, Colonel Damiba, was trained at a French military academy and had a master's degree in criminology from France. The New York Times also quoted the U.S. military's Africa Command as saying that he had participated in various U.S. military courses and exercises between 2010 and 2020. He has so far fought in the fight against militancy, and he wrote a book on that last year. Less than 2 months before the coup, ousted President Kabore Damiba led the fight against militancy in the north, including the capital, Ouagadougou. The president's decision was hailed by many as an attempt to keep members of the military cool after 50 members of the security forces were killed last November. A military source said that Colonel Damiba did not think that the problem of militancy could be solved only through military operations. The three leaders of the three coups in the former French colonies in West Africa are well received. Hundreds of people in the capital, Burkina Faso, also rallied for the coup. Speaking to AFP, Julien Traoré, a teacher in Ouagadougou, the capital of Burkina Faso, said it was not a coup in their eyes. It is the liberation of the country from incompetent political leadership. Some on the streets of Ouagadougou cheered for the rebels with Russian flags. The BBC reports that Russian mercenaries from the Wagner Group are providing security in neighboring Mali. And many there have expressed support for Russia on the streets. 15 European countries and Canada expressed their dissatisfaction in a joint statement in December. On January 26, the West African Alliance suspended the membership of the Economic Community of West African States, or ECOWAS, as the third country in Burkina Faso. The coalition's emergency virtual meeting called for the immediate release of the ousted president. The coalition also decided to send a delegation to Burkina Faso to hold talks with the coup leaders. The current chairman of the coalition, Ghanaian President Nana Akufo-Addo, said the coup did not go along with democratic thinking. And the international community is looking to them for tough decisions. The Associated Press reports that a decision on whether to impose further sanctions on Burkina Faso will be made in the first week of February. ACWAS has already imposed various blockades on Mali, in addition to shutting down flights and confiscating assets. But Al Jazeera says the blockade on Mali and Guinea has not changed that. ACWAS agreed with Mali's rebels to hold elections within 18 months. Many have criticized ACWAS for not implementing this. Mali's military leadership has announced elections 4 years later, citing security concerns. The report says that in Burkina Faso, something different is likely to happen. Even after the military coup, Burkina Faso's name is appearing in the international media for playing football. It is clear from this that the coups in Africa have become very popular with the media. The UN Secretary-General has already said that a military coup could spread like a contagious disease in the new year. The background to the fourth coup in West Africa in 18 months is essentially geopolitical rivalry. France's influence in the former French colonies is diminishing day by day. Although the French first deployed troops in Mali to suppress militancy, the violence has now spread throughout West Africa, and there are no signs of an end to the war. Competition is underway to fill the gap left by pressure to withdraw French troops from sub-Saharan Africa. The military officers there were once trained only in France. But they also received training from the United States in the so-called War on Terror. As a result, the military is no longer under the influence of France alone. Russia is involved in this. While the Russians have not increased their political influence in West Africa, they are playing a major role in ousting France, as in the case of the military coup. Finally, if you like our video, please like, comment and share. Also don't forget to subscribe.